Hi. Good morning and welcome to the 14th prerequisite of #How to Run for Mayor, the grandfather clause entitled An Oath for a Brighter Tomorrow. Berg Mountain is happy to have had you thus far. Come along with us now. Congratulations are in order for Mayor-elect Paul Young, our native son.
October 13th of 2023. 11 o'clock Ante-meridian. Mayor Jim Strickland. Main Street, 7th floor. Memphis, Tennessee, 38103. The challenge to Paul Young. Dear Mayor Strickland, sir. We're not sure if we can thank you enough for the heartfelt concern and tireless dedication you've shown our Memphis community. From being educated at the university to election to council and elevation to mayor, you've proven to the world that in Memphis, Tennessee, a great place to live, grow, and prosper can be found. If we could have had more time with you at our city's helm, tomorrow would certainly be as bright as you've raised the bar, and we're never going back. Though of Mayor-elect Paul Young we expect so much more. Predestined, a huge mountain of accomplishments your administration has handled he must match. Without raising taxes, only time will tell, who knows what the future holds. As young voting Americans, we are far from English biological nobility, those Spanish, Spains and any other themselves, being mere men, we unite through the will of the people for the betterment of ourselves. Sure, there are doctors named King and average citizens named Leroy, but nomenclature is circumstantial to us, it doesn't hurt. Earned from service to citizenry, character, for us common voting men, divides those with more from those with less where the dignity that ought be offered to all is to Memphians. We've made it to 2023 where a certain standard of living is expected, and though much we weren't afforded you countered with what we could, successors may only aspire to match. For Mayor Young, we expect him to exceed, not just because we see him becoming an even greater man in office than before, but because we think that we have a great community and better people in it who will help him along his way toward further achievement. What an amazing hero we have earned for ourselves for casting votes with and/or for our good brother, friend, and now Mayor-elect Paul Young. Thinking of predestination, we knew he might have been the one long ago, but at 7 o'clock post-meridian the verdict was in, and the newest chief public servant was willed by the people to represent our best interests, when the laws of man and nature come into conflict. Concession speeches would be in order for those 17 others unsuccessful, or at least congratulations are in order for a race well run under the auspices of the Right Honorable Mayor Jim Strickland from the peppermint capital of the world. In your memory we challenge the new administration to readily provide peppermints in memory of your administration's achievements wherein seeing them service in the public interest will be inspired and the sugar rush might motivate civil servants all the more. Inspiring service in public interest. Henry Moss & Co. There is but 3 things to which we must offer. Cheers to preserving yesterday's establishments, maintaining active service and protection and ensuring future accelerated prosperity and achievement. We not only pay city taxes because they are owed but because we have reached a standard of living where we can't go without certain services those more mature have learned before we had as selfishness causes us to care less about the collective than ourselves. If the mayor had to choose between a busload of citizens and himself, he or she ought allow benefit assigned to citizens and detriment to him or herself. Citizens' liberty to choose is paramount, but mayors, though powerful, theoretically work for our betterment. What do they do, one might ask? Well, that's simple enough as they preserve, maintain, and accelerate our city to new heights whatever they may be, however high as much as possible.
3 cheers to preserving yesterday's establishments which not only add character to the fabric of our city but, in all actuality, more so define our city's architectural agriculture and perimeters of our commercial environment. We may not have been the first inhabitants of the area residing in our city, but with Chocolisa's museum preserved we have a bridge between yesterday and today where others may not. This is a beautiful place to live and grow as its architectural agriculture where within buildings man grows not as plants do physically but likewise intellectually. As museums display things which once were, their preservation ought to be a priority and we have several to address. The Ornamental Medal, Spanish War Memorial, National Civil Rights, Cotton Exchange, Brooks, Stax American Soul, Graceland, Woodruff Fontaine House, Burkle Estate, and other museums make up the fabric of our city. Defining our architecture agriculture are many churches, and not that others didn't, but it is just that some did more so with more care and attention which shows. Not mixing church and state neither are we ignoring our jurisdiction and the contracts signed before construction commenced. A few of those more notable are St. Mary's Catholic and St. Peter Catholic, Historic Mason Temple and Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church amongst others which ought be preserved. 3 cheers for preservation. Here, here, here.
3 cheers to maintaining active service and protection from day to day in any situation working whether or not weather is clement and keeping up with standards progressing with time exceedingly so more often than not. First and foremost, we must consider our public works and sanitation department for without what we do for ourselves surely we would be nothing, but we are, and maintenance begins with clearing paths. We have to maintain our roads, for as clear as highways are from Memphis to Nashville, should be as well locally from point A to B. The importance of clear paths to get from one place to another cannot be stressed enough where the current administration has done more than most in paving a great deal. With the roads clear they have to be regulated as without order there would be chaos and the necessity for our police department resurfaces with its 9 stations. Though they may do much, they can do all, and the need for fire stations in close proximity has led us now to 58 of them. The 12 public hospitals in the city must be maintained along with our 16 public libraries and 151 public parks. We must also maintain the city zoo, and with that in mind our 239 public schools, their 114,391 students. I'm just kidding, but I'm serious. The additional 16,123 students fill 79 private schools are but 12% of all grade school students, and many use our transit authority to travel to and fro. Lastly, we can't just work a population without providing for some type of repose where the 22 community centers do just that. Oh, and did we mention the police? We don't want to wrestle. 3 cheers for maintenance.
Here, here, here. 3 cheers to future accelerated prosperity and achievement for later generations of Memphians to follow, who in focusing on a brighter side become better citizens of tomorrow socially, academically, and morally while engaging communities today. The current administration has been working and now has, give or take $1 or $2, $7 billion contracted on present and future development in the city. What makes some think the city has exhausted its funding and won't be as giving tomorrow as they were yesterday is surely not so, and beyond any new administration. With proper planning, budgeting, and scheduling, we don't have to know someone to get a contract with the city, as many may think is the case in a politically charged environment as ours has been known to be. The only thing one must do is just be thorough in all aspects of your presentation. There are so many projects underway that today pales in comparison to the intensity of what is to come. A clubhouse at Pine Hill Golf Course, an adventure playground at Lichterman Nature Center, senior housing at Legends Park, a pavilion at Autobahn, fencing on the Greenbelt at the Mud Island Dog Park are just a portion of the new construction plan for our development. Major zoo maintenance, installing gates for Wagner parking lot, and numerous investments to residents from housing and urban development will upgrade us all the more. Enforcing state and national laws while passing ordinances that enhance the style of our local government is what mayors do. Other interests are the Peabody Hotel, Sun Studio, Bale Street, Memphis Central Station, Cooper Young Historic District, Big River Crossing, Mud Island River Park, Davies Manor Historic Site, Victorian Village, Crosstown Concourse, Rhodes College, Universal Life Building, Liberty Bowl Stadium, FedEx Forum, and AutoZone Park. 3 cheers. Here, here, here.
3 cheers for preservation. Here, here, here. 3 cheers for maintenance. Here, here, here. 3 cheers for accelerating our city to a greater position for ourselves and our posterity as we take the liberty to elect a new administration that accents, reinforces, and continues what previous administrations began. Here, here, here.
That concludes the information. Congratulations on completing our optional school course at Berg Mountain University entitled #How to Run for Pol.